Good morning, YouTubians. It's Kim, it's Ghost. You can call me Alan. It is Monday, the 10th of June. It's a Blu-ray release day, and it's back to winter again here in the UK. I'm on my way to HMV to see what's out. I've got one pickup to get today. I've got a couple, one that I imported, one's a back catalogue title. I've got some subscriber mail to show you as well. Good news, Jamie Powell is back on YouTube. His video went up last night. Very nice it is too. His new flat looks lovely. I have got a bit of a rant. My daughter has got a 4-year-old tortoise, which I got her, and it was ill over the weekend. Obviously, it's like bank holiday when you get a toothache. So we had to call an emergency vet. He went in, he's having trouble breathing. They put him in a nebulizer tank. Overnight, £500. I'm guessing he's staying at the Grand Hotel in the presidential suite. Plus they've got a reptile expert coming in as well, so the price is going to go up. I thought the government were looking into the prices of vets. Anyway, rant over. Going to go grab a coffee, not a sponsor, and then I'll take you back and show you what I picked up. I'll see you all in a bit. Into HMV we go. I gave Frank the week off, but I'm back to see what t-shirt has made it onto the mannequin this week. Well, it is still Demon Slayer, but in fact it is a fresh t-shirt with a different design. So, in no particular order, we'll start with Perfect Days on the Mubai label. It's co-written and directed by Wim Wenders. It's a story of a Japanese janitor called Hirayama. He has a passion for his music and he listens to it on the way to work. Coming in at just over 2 hours, it is priced at £14.99. Next is a box set of Columbo, the TV show. This is from the period 1968 to 1978. It stars Peter Falk as the title character. This has 20 discs, which cover 7 seasons, and a hefty runtime of 3,754 minutes. This one is priced at £114.99. Joe vs. the Volcano next from the Warner Archive collection. This 1990 romantic comedy stars Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan in the first of 3 rom-coms together. Tom is told he's dying and is given lots of money to sacrifice himself to a volcano, but there's more to it than that. This is priced at £14.99. Next is Vision Quest, another Warner Archives release. This is a coming-of-age sports drama from 1985, and it's a story of love and an underdog. It stars Matthew Modine, Linda Fiorentino, Ronnie Cox, Forrest Whitaker, and Madonna. This is priced at £14.99. Next is Bermondsey Tales, Fall of the Roman Empire. This is a true story of a crime family from London known as the Romans, with Gary Webster playing the head of the family. Written and directed by Michael Head, this is priced at £12.99 and carries an 18 certificate. Assassin's Pride, the complete first season from MVM Entertainment. This animated action drama is from 2019. It's about a woman from the noble class who cannot summon magic powers because of her mother's infidelities. However, a half-vampire assassin is sent to deal with her. This is priced at $29.99. Mute Witness next from Arrow. This is the Blu-ray limited edition. I couldn't find the 4K version. This is about a mute makeup artist that witnesses a murder on a film set. This 1995 horror stars Alec Guinness and has got a runtime of 95 minutes and is priced at £17.99. Castlevania, the complete 3rd season next. This is set after the death of Dracula, with all the characters embarking on different ventures, be it travelling, taking revenge, or just trying to start a new life. The Digipack limited edition is priced at £59.99, whereas the regular Blu-ray edition is priced at £32.99, has a runtime of 270 minutes and carries a 15 certificate. Next is the Lawnmower Man Collection limited edition from 101 Films. It contains Lawnmower Man 1 from 1992 and Lawnmower Man Beyond Cyberspace from 1995. It's got a theatrical and director's cut of the first film. Both movies carry an audio commentary, and there is also a booklet included. This is priced at £29.99. Next is The Ice Guy and his cool female colleague from Crunchyroll. This animated rom-com is about a snow spirit who has fallen in love and is trying to keep his emotions in check as they can affect his surroundings. It's got a runtime of 300 minutes and is priced at £44.99. Next is Shrek, the 4-movie collection on 4K, all in one case. This has got the voice talents of Mike Myers, Cameron Diaz and Eddie Murphy, and it follows the characters of Shrek the Ogre, his wife Princess Fiona, and their companion Donkey. It's got an overall runtime of 353 minutes and is priced at £59.99. Next is the Celestial Toymaker. This is another one of those lost recordings of Doctor Who. This one's from 1966. So animators have recreated all the episodes using both black and white and colour, but using the original audio recordings. This one is priced at £19.99 and has a runtime of 92 minutes. Next is the sci-fi show Farscape, released from Fabulous Films. This is the complete series. This ran from 1999 to 2003, comprising of 4 seasons and 88 episodes. Although this has been released before on Blu-ray, the seasons are longer out of print and set you back a minimum of £60 used. This is priced at £114. Next one is Ferrari. This is a biopic of the Italian car maker Enzo Ferrari. This sees the Ferrari team enter a 1,000-mile race across the country while he is facing a personal crisis. There is a Blu-ray and a 4K available today. The Blu-ray is priced at £14.99 and the 4K is priced at £24.99. 4K comes with a nice slipcover. Next are some DVD releases where there are no Blu-rays available. First one is Superman and Lois Season 3. Season 4 will be the final season. This is available on Blu-ray in the States and is region free. Darkness and Man next, starring Jean-Claude Van Damme. He is playing an Interpol agent who is looking after a child of a killed informant. £7.99 for this film. Wind in the Willows next, the complete collection. This has got a Colossus runtime of 21 hours 55 minutes and has got the voice talents of David Jason, Michael Hordern and Peter Sallis. £49.99 for this one today. Oh yes, before we head home, I wanted to show you this. This came out 4 years ago. It is the oversized Godzilla release from Criterion. This is the limited edition digibook and it contains 15 Godzilla movies and it contains Godzilla's reign from 1954 to 1975, which got an overall runtime of 1,295 minutes. And if it wasn't for that stupidly oversized coffee table book style presentation, I may have considered picking it up. Just look at the size of it next to that Ferrari film. Hey everybody, welcome back. So there's 4 items to show you today. There is some subscriber mail from Big P33, aka Al. We got an import, there is an old back catalogue title and a new release today. I'm going to start off with the subscriber mail because I opened this Thursday when it arrived and I've already filmed that, so I'll insert that here and then we'll get on with the 3 titles. Okay, so it's Thursday morning when I'm filming this. I've redacted that address. Here's my movie calendar question of the day. If you want to pause that, I'll put the answer at the end of this segment. So I know what's inside. I've been messaging Al over on Instagram and he said he has some spare slip covers to send my way. I'll grab that knife and I'll open it up. So Al has wrapped them all in bubble wrap, kept them nice and protected. Great job. You can see by my watch there it's the 6th of June, 12 minutes past 9. I'm going to put these on the bookcase under the window and we can take a look at them individually and find the corresponding cases. Okay, first slipcover to show you is Bad Boys for Life, action comedy from 2020. This one stars Will Smith and Martin Lawrence. Coincidentally, the new film Bad Boys Ride or Die just hit the cinemas, which is the 4th in the franchise. So there it is with a lovely glossy slipcover. All I need to do now is put it on the shelf. Job done, on to the next one. Next is It's a Wonderful Life, and that slipcover is a beauty, as is the 1946 Christmas movie. So I know the case is going to be over in the third aisle. Now this movie is directed by Frank Capra. It stars James Stewart, Donna Reed and Lionel Barrymore. It gives a man a glimpse of what life would be if he never existed. So there it is with the slipcover in place. It's got a nice clear spine. So back on the shelf with you until December comes back around again. John Wick 2 next, the action thriller from 2017 which stars Keanu Reeves, Ian McShane and the late Lance Reddick. And here is the case naked on the shelf, and here it is dressed in its lovely slipcover, and very nice it looks too. So time to get back on the shelf, John Wick 2. The next slip is for the film London Has Fallen, sequel to Olympus Has Fallen. I do enjoy these action films. Gerard Butler as the Special Agent Mike Bannon, Secret Service hard ass. I do have the slipcover there for Angel Has Fallen. And over here, I have it for Olympus Has Fallen, but I was missing this one. It was eluding me for the longest time, so I am very happy to complete the set. And here it is in all its glory. Now, unfortunately, there are no further Has Fallen films in the making, but never say never. Anyway, back to the shelf with you, London Has Fallen. So here is The Slip from Man on Fire, starring Denzel Washington and itty bitty Dakota Fanning. I know she's all grown up now. They both reunited for the third Equalizer movie. And that must have made Denzel feel his age seeing her as a grown woman. Excellent movie and a lovely slip as well. I did actually meet Dakota Fanning when she was doing the promotion for War of the Worlds. Next is the slipcover for Murder by Decree. This is a mystery thriller from 1979. It stars James Mason, Christopher Plummer, Suzanne Clark, John Gielgud and Donald Sutherland. So a great cast there. This is a Studio Canal release, and to me these are so much nicer with the slipcover. So there it is in all its glory, looking fantastic. Glad to have this one. Quick look at the back, and here it goes back on the shelf. So up next we have the slipcover for The Nightmare Before Christmas, and I do love the artwork on this slipcover with Jack Skellington front and centre, as it should be. As you can see, I do have the 3D version, which has a completely different image on the front, but that is always a bonus with slipcovers, and I know the 3D has a different image, but I am fine with that 2D slip. I mean, who wouldn't be? It is a thing of beauty. Up next is the slipcover for the psychological thriller from 1960. It's Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho. Such a good movie, this one. This is the slipcover for the 60th anniversary edition. My Blu-ray copy is the one that was released back in 2010. If you've not seen this film, just what is it you're waiting for? It is a treat. It stars a very mild-mannered but creepy Anthony Perkins, Vera Miles and Janet Leigh. Up next is Quentin Tarantino's Pulp Fiction. Now, the slipcover has some spot gloss to make Uma Thurman stand out, like she needs that. The cast listed above the titles: Braggs, John Travolta, Samuel L. Jackson, Uma Thurman, Harvey Keitel, Tim Roth, Amanda Plummer, Bruce Willis, and more. Next is the slipcover for the rebooted Tomb Raider from 2018. Unfortunately, MGM's let the rights expire, so no sequel to this movie. Bloody idiots. This film is way on the other side of the room, so I'm going to have to swing the camera around and head into the corner aisle and track it down. As I was saying, MGM have let the rights expire, but however, there is a TV show on the cards. Unfortunately, Alicia Vikander will not be reprising the role. And here it is, complete with the slipcover. The front cover image has Alicia with her bow and arrows about to take on Walton Goggins' character. T2 Trainspotting from 2017, British black comedy starring Ewan McGregor, Ewan Bremner, Johnny Lee Miller, Robert Carlyle and Kelly MacDonald. So it's back here in the far aisle, just one shelf down from Tomb Raider, which I just filmed right there. Here it is with this slipcover on. That's a very busy front image. It says limited edition at the top, but I've seen it for sale in CEX many times. Still need to get the slipcover for the first film, if it actually came with one. Next one is the slipcover for What We Did on Our Holiday, a black comedy drama that has Billy Connolly dying of terminal cancer with his feuding sons arguing over his funeral. There's the slipless case right there, sort that out. And here it is in all its glory, looking fantastic. Also stars David Tennant, Rosamund Pike and Ben Miller. On the shelf you go, mate. The Evil Dead next, and this is a story that I plagiarised in my English literature exam back in the early 80s. Now, don't worry, my results aren't even relevant anymore. Even my old school's gone. It's now a little superstore. How disrespectful. And there it is. The image is the same on both the slip and the case cover. The slip cover for A Nightmare on Elm Street next. I think this slip is one of those that are part of the HMV exclusive range that came out in 2018. I could be wrong. Has been known to happen. As you can see, I have the cover image there that's very different to the slip image, which, as I mentioned, is a bonus. So I'm very glad to have this now in the collection. And the last slipcover that I was sent is for Howling, a werewolf horror from 1981, directed by Joe Dante. It's got Dee Wallace from E.T. and the Hills of Eyes, Patrick Whitney from the Avengers TV show, and there's also Slim Pickens, he who rode the bomb in Doctor Strangelove. All it's left to do now is slip the case into its receptacle and pop it back on the shelf. Absolutely incredible. Thank you so much. So thank you very much, Al. You, mate, are a star. Okay, I'm going to start off with Ferrari, a biographical sports drama from last year directed by Michael Mann. Now, he's brought us some great films over the years. Last of the Mohicans, Heat, Collateral with Tom Cruise, Public Enemies, and a few others. This is his 12th movie to date. So this film is about both a race and a personal crisis that Enzo Ferrari was facing back in 1957. Enzo is being played by Adam Driver, and Adam's made some good choices with his career over the years as well. He was in my favourite film of all time, Lincoln, where he plays Samuel Beckwith, and in case you're unaware, Sam was a talented telegraph officer which led through his actions to the quick capture of John Wilkes Booth. Anyway, digressing, Adams also starred in Black Klansman, House of Gucci, where he played another Italian icon, Patterson, and of course, not to mention 3 Star Wars movies. Told you not to mention them. Now, Enzo's wife Laura is being played by the beautiful Penelope Cruz, and Enzo's mistress Lena is being played by Shailene Woodley. You'll know her from the Divergent films. She was Triss in those. So yes, Enzo's been a naughty boy. He's having an affair, cheating on his wife. Meanwhile, his company that his wife Laura owns half of is in financial troubles. And on top of that, his mistress, who now has a child with Enzo, wants that child to have the surname of Ferrari. So Enzo's answer to everything is, let's enter a 1,000-mile race across Italy, which is known as Mille Miglia, a race that started back in 1927. I won't say any more actually, but I will mention also stars Patrick Dempsey as well as Gabriel Leone. Gabriel plays an ill-fated, impatient racer on the Ferrari team. Great crash with him. Plus there's Ben Collins, a race car driver from Bristol. He's playing Sterling Moss. Ben's been rumoured as being one of the Stigs from Top Gear. There's solid evidence to back that up as well. It's got a runtime of 2 hours 11 minutes, despite what it says on the back. Let's take a look inside. So inside, instead of a plain blue disc, we have a Ferrari red disc. And there is a double eco case. So that was Ferrari. I'm just going to point out in this film there are 2 very graphic crashes. If you're disturbed by that kind of thing, then this is one to avoid. But if you like a bit of gore, then check those out. Okay, next one to show you is The Devil's Brigade. This is a war film from 1968 and it's directed by Andrew McLaglen. Now his films include The Seawolves, The Wild Geese, Chisholm, Hellfighters, The Rare Breed, all of which I've talked about in previous videos on this channel. This stars William Holden as the no-nonsense Lieutenant Robert T. Frederick. He is appointed the task of training both American and Canadian troops for special operations behind enemy lines. And these troops are intended to be the 1st Special Service, also known as the Devil's Brigade, a name given to them later in the film by German officers. The American soldiers that are selected are, let's say, a bunch of lowlifes. They've either served time in prison or they're more than likely to. The Canadian soldiers, on the other hand, are Class A by the book soldiers, and it's safe to say that tensions mount when the 2 units are mixed together. This is set in 1942, by the way, and based on actual events. Training takes place at Fort William Henry Harrison, which is in Montana, and after months of intensive training in both mountain warfare and hand-to-hand combat, the soldiers become highly trained, good friends, and they're operatives in warfare. But through happenstance, their first target mission is given over to the British commandos, and later Lieutenant Colonel Fredericks is told that the mission is now over and his unit's going to be broken up. But he's got other ideas. I won't say any more story-wise, but there's a great deal that follows on. I will also mention it stars Jack Watson as Sergeant Peacock. He has worked with the director before in both The Seawolves and The Wild Geese. And there's also Jeremy Slate. He's playing Sergeant O'Neill. He trains the men in hand-to-hand combat. He's got a great introduction scene into this film. Jeremy actually stars as Father Francis McKean in the Lawnmower Man films, which were released today on Blu-ray. There's also Claude Atkins, Harry Carey Jr. and Cliff Robertson as well. So a very good cast and an incredible story. It's got a runtime of 2 hours 12 minutes. Let's take a look inside. So the front cover image has been put onto the disc, and this is a German release. You can see there by the logo, but unfortunately there is no reversible cover. And I'll say thank you to James over at the Movie Mad channel for telling me this was on sale. Thank you, mate. So that was The Devil's Brigade. Okay, next and last is Passage to Marseille. This is another war film. This one's from 1944. It's directed by Michael Curtis. His films include The Jazz Singer, White Christmas, Yankee Doodle Dandy, Casablanca, Angels with Dirty Faces, which I talked about just a few weeks ago, plus many, many more. Great director. This film starts off with a gentleman called Manin, played by John Lodder. Manin is a reporter. He's interested in the Free French. In case you're unaware, the Free French are soldiers fighting the Germans. Despite their country falling into enemy hands, they regard themselves as free, and they're going to carry on fighting as Free French. And our film describes through flashback how a group of 5 prisoners, led by Matraque, who's been played by Humphrey Bogart. Matraque, he was incarcerated over his political views, and on top of that he was framed for murder. Other prisoners include Garrow, Petit, who's being played by George Tobias. He's worked with the director before in Yankee Doodle Dandy. You've also got Renault, who's being played by Philip Dawn. And finally there's Marius, being played by Peter Lorre, who was also in Casablanca. Convicts have escaped from Devil's Island. They are found by a captain of a tramp steamer and they're rescued from their canoe in the Caribbean Sea. The prisoners are in a terrible state. They've not drank for several days and they ran out of food 20 days previously. They also eventually confess at the fact they are ex-convicts to the captain, who is Captain Freycinet, who's been played by Claude Rains. The prisoners, 5 prisoners, they also inform the captain that they escaped from Devil's Island and they intend to fight the Germans in the name of France. Now, I won't say any more story-wise, but I will also mention it stars Sidney Greenstreet as Major Duval, he's a traitor to France, and Vladimir Sokolov as Grand Pierre, he's the old-timer that helps the prisoners escape. Sidney was also in Casablanca, as well as the Maltese Falcon with Bogart. It's a very good film. Picture quality on this is incredibly crisp, fantastic. It's got a runtime of 1 hour 49 minutes. Let's take a look inside. So there is a plain blue disc, and unfortunately it is a double eco case as well. So that was Passage to Marseille. So that was it. Have you seen any of those, plan to pick them up, or just want to leave a comment, then do so down below. I will read every single one and try to reply if I have the time. Give the video a thumbs up, really does help the channel, and subscribe if you haven't. It's all free, why wouldn't you? On that note, all that's left to say is thank you so much for choosing my channel today and watching my video. Take care. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.